Have you ever felt the pain of someone walking away from you? A friend, a loved one, or someone you trusted? It hurts, doesn't it? We hold on to people, thinking they are meant to stay forever. But then life changes. Suddenly, they become distant, and before we know it, they are gone. We are left wondering why. But what if I told you that their departure was never a mistake? What if their absence is part of Allah's divine plan for you? Not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. Some people are only there for a season, to teach you a lesson, to help you grow, or to show you something about yourself. And when their purpose in your life is complete, Allah removes them, not to punish you, but to protect you. This is where true faith begins. The moment you stop questioning why they left and start believing that Allah is enough. The moment you stop chasing people and start trusting that Allah will bring the right ones into your life. Nothing happens without His wisdom. Nothing is taken without His permission. And nothing is lost without Him replacing it with something better. This is the ultimate truth. Allah is enough for you. No human being can complete you. No relationship can define you. And no loss can break you as long as you hold on to Him. So, if someone turns away, let them go. Do not beg, do not chase, do not cry over what is not meant for you. Instead, trust in Allah's plan. Know that He is guiding you, protecting you, and leading you towards something greater. In this video, we will explore the wisdom behind loss and letting go, the importance of trusting Allah's plan, and how strengthening your relationship with Him can bring peace to your heart. By the end of this video, you will see that what you thought was a loss was actually Allah's way of redirecting you to something far better. So stay with me till the end. And if this message speaks to your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. People come and go, but Allah always remains. Life is a journey filled with different people who enter and exit our lives at various stages. Some people stay for years, while others are only with us for a short time. We build friendships, relationships, and connections, believing they will last forever. But the reality is, people are not permanent. They change, they leave, and sometimes they disappear without any explanation. It is painful, but this is how life works. No human being is meant to stay with us forever. Even the closest relationships can break apart. However, in the middle of all these changes, there is one who never leaves, never betrays, and never abandons: Allah. When people leave, it is easy to feel lost and empty. We start questioning ourselves. What did I do wrong? Why did this happen to me? Will I ever find someone who truly stays? These thoughts can consume us and fill our hearts with sorrow. But in these moments of pain, we need to remind ourselves that the love of people is temporary, but the love of Allah is eternal. He is always there, watching over us, listening to us, and guiding us, even when we feel alone. When we attach ourselves too much to people, we risk getting hurt. But when we attach ourselves to Allah, we find stability. People have their own lives, their own problems, and their own reasons for leaving. But Allah is different. He does not need a reason to love you. He does not change His feelings toward you based on circumstances. He is always near, always ready to comfort you, always there to listen to your pain. The world may turn away from you, but Allah never will. Sometimes, the departure of people from our lives is actually a form of protection from Allah. Maybe their presence was blocking your spiritual growth. Maybe their absence will bring you closer to Allah. Maybe Allah is saving you from heartbreak, pain, or a toxic relationship. We often don't realize that what we call loss is actually a blessing in disguise. Imagine if you knew everything Allah knows. You would never grieve over the people who left because you would see how Allah was saving you. It is okay to feel sad when someone leaves, but never let it shake your faith. Instead of crying over who walked away, turn your focus toward the one who stays. Use this time to strengthen your relationship with Allah. Talk to Him, cry to Him, tell Him everything you feel. Unlike people, Allah never gets tired of hearing your worries. He never ignores your messages, never walks away, and never forgets about you. Allah tells us in the Quran, "When my servants ask you about me, then tell them that I am near. I respond to the call of one when he prays to me, so they should respond to me and have faith in me, so that they may be on the right path. You are never truly alone. Allah is always close. Even if the whole world turns against you, you still have Allah, the most loving, the most merciful, and that is more than enough. So if you are hurting because someone left you, take a deep breath and let them go. It may feel like a loss now, but trust that Allah is guiding you towards something better. Trust in His plan, hold on to your faith, and keep moving forward. Because at the end of the day, people come and go, but Allah always remains. Do not chase those who leave. One of the hardest lessons in life is learning to let go of people who walk away. When someone we love or care about leaves, our first instinct is to chase after them. We beg them to stay, we try to fix things, and we hold on to the hope that they will return. But in reality, chasing after people who choose to leave only brings more pain. Allah removes people for a reason, and if we try to hold on to what He is taking away, we are only delaying our healing. It is natural to feel sad when someone leaves. The memories, the connection, and the emotions make it hard to accept their absence. But what we fail to realize is that not everyone is meant to stay in our lives forever. Some people come to teach us lessons, some come to test us, and some come as a temporary gift from Allah. And when their time is up, they leave. That is the reality of life. When someone walks away, instead of chasing them, turn to Allah. Cry to Him, not to them. Ask Him for guidance, not them. Seek peace in your connection with Allah, not in someone who has already made the decision to leave. The more you chase people, the more you lose yourself. You are not meant to beg for love, attention, or respect. If someone values you, they will stay. If they don't, let them go with dignity. The problem with chasing people is that it makes us forget our own worth. We lower ourselves just to be accepted. We compromise our values, our dignity, and sometimes even our faith just to hold on to people who were never meant to be permanent. But a person who truly cares about you will never put you in a position where you have to beg for their presence. True connections don't require begging. They are built on sincerity, respect, and mutual effort. Allah teaches us that self-respect is important. You are not created to run after people who do not appreciate you. Instead of chasing those who leave, chase your relationship with Allah. Focus on improving yourself, strengthening your faith, and trusting that Allah will place the right people in your life at the right time. Allah says in the Quran, and provides him with what he needs, from where he does not even imagine. And whoever places his trust in Allah, He is sufficient for him. Surely Allah is to accomplish His purpose. Allah has set a measure for everything. You only need to rely on Allah. When you put your trust in Him, He will take care of you. If someone is meant for you, nothing will separate them from you. And if they are not, then no amount of chasing will bring them back. So let them go. Walk away with your head held high, knowing that your worth does not decrease because someone left. Allah is enough for you, and He will fill the empty spaces in your heart with something far better. Do not waste your energy chasing people. Instead, chase the love and mercy of Allah, because that is the only love that will never leave you. Do not hold hatred in your heart. When people hurt us, betray us, or leave us without explanation, it is easy to feel angry. The pain they caused can turn into deep resentment. We start replaying past events, thinking about what they did to us, and wishing we could make them feel the same pain. But what does this hatred do? It only poisons our hearts and steals our peace. Holding on to anger does not punish the other person, it punishes us. That is why Allah tells us to forgive, to let go, and to free ourselves from the burden of hatred. Hatred is like carrying a heavy weight on your shoulders. The more you hold on to it, the heavier it becomes. It affects your mind, your emotions, and even your health. It keeps you stuck in the past, unable to move forward. But when you choose to let go, you free yourself. You don't forgive for their sake. You forgive for your own peace. You forgive because you trust that Allah is the best judge, and He will handle the situation better than you ever could. It is important to understand that forgiving does not mean forgetting. It does not mean allowing the person to hurt you again. It simply means you are choosing to release the anger and leave the matter in Allah's hands. It means you refuse to let their actions control your emotions. Instead of filling your heart with hatred, fill it with peace, patience, and faith in Allah's justice. When you replace hatred with kindness, you win. You may not see the results immediately, but Allah sees your effort, and He rewards those who choose peace over revenge. So if someone has wronged you, do not waste your energy hating them. Instead, turn to Allah. Tell Him about your pain. Ask Him to heal your heart. Pray for justice, but do not let hatred consume you. Life is too short to hold on to negativity. Let go, move forward, and trust that Allah's justice is always greater than any revenge you could ever take. Let go and focus on your purpose. Sometimes, we hold on to people, pain, and memories that no longer serve us. We keep replaying past events, wondering why things didn't work out, why certain people left, or why life took a different turn than we expected. But the truth is, holding on to the past only keeps us stuck. We cannot move forward while looking back. Allah wants us to let go, trust Him, and focus on the purpose He created us for. Every single person on this earth has a purpose. You were not created just to suffer heartbreak, dwell on past mistakes, or chase people who don't value you. You were created to worship Allah, to grow, to learn, and to make a difference in this world. But how can you fulfill your purpose if your heart and mind are occupied with people who have already left your life? Let them go. Let go of the pain. Let go of the need for closure. Sometimes, what we see as loss is actually redirection. Allah removes distractions so we can refocus on what truly matters. Maybe that person left because they were stopping you from reaching your full potential. Maybe that pain you experienced was meant to push you towards something greater. Every struggle is a lesson, and every loss is a test. Your job is not to hold on to the past, but to trust that Allah is guiding you toward a better future. Imagine you are holding a rope, and someone is pulling it away. The more you resist, the more pain you feel. But the moment you let go, the pain stops. Holding on hurts. Letting go brings peace. Letting go doesn't mean you forget what happened. It means you stop letting it control you. It means you choose your future over your past. If you are struggling to let go, know that ease is coming. Allah's plan for you is bigger than the pain you feel now. But you must be willing to release what is not meant for you so that you can receive what is. So today, make the decision to let go. Stop chasing closure. Stop holding on to anger. Stop replaying old memories. Instead, focus on your purpose. Work on your relationship with Allah. Improve yourself, and trust that what is meant for you will always find you. When you let go, you make space for Allah's blessings to enter your life. Keep moving forward. Your best days are ahead of you. Know that Allah's plan is perfect. Nothing in your life happens by accident. Every person you meet, every hardship you face, and every blessing you receive is part of Allah's divine plan. He is always guiding you, protecting you, and preparing you for something greater. But sometimes, His plan includes pain, loss, and challenges. Not to break you, but to build you into the person you are meant to be. Think about the struggles you have faced in the past. At the time, they felt unbearable. But now, looking back, you can see how those experiences shaped you. You can see how they made you stronger, wiser, and closer to Allah. This is proof that Allah never abandons you. Even when things seem difficult, His plan is working for your ultimate good. What you see as a setback is actually a setup for something better. We must remember that our knowledge is limited, but Allah's wisdom is infinite. What we think is a loss may actually be a hidden blessing. What we see as rejection may be Allah's way of redirecting us to something greater. What we think is unanswered prayer may actually be Allah protecting us from something harmful. His plan is always perfect, even when we don't understand it. Allah's plan is greater than any human plan. People may hurt you, life may take unexpected turns, but at the end of the day, Allah's plan will always prevail. So, instead of questioning why things happen, surrender to Allah's wisdom. Trust that every delay, every closed door, and every hardship is leading you to something better. If something is meant for you, no one can take it away. And if something is not meant for you, no amount of effort will make it yours. Your job is to have faith, be patient, and believe that Allah's plan is unfolding exactly as it should. Whatever is happening in your life right now, take a deep breath and remind yourself, Allah's plan is perfect. I may not see it now, but one day I will look back and understand why everything happened the way it did. So let go of the need to control everything. Put your trust in Allah and watch how He guides you to something far greater than you ever imagined. Allah will replace your loss with something better. The pain is heavy, and we wonder if we will ever heal. But Allah promises that every loss will be replaced with something better. No matter how much it hurts now, Allah will fill the empty space in your heart with something greater, something that is truly meant for you. Sometimes we become so attached to people, opportunities, or dreams that we cannot imagine life without them. When they are taken away, we feel lost and broken. But Allah never removes something from your life without a reason. If you lost it, then trust that it was never meant to stay. And if it was never meant to stay, then it was never truly yours. Allah only takes away what is temporary to give you what is eternal. Think about the times you prayed for something, but instead of getting it, you experienced loss. At the time, it felt unfair, but later, you realized that what you wanted was not good for you. Maybe it would have harmed you. Maybe it would have distracted you from your purpose. Allah sees what we cannot see, and He knows what is best. If you are struggling with loss, remind yourself of this truth. What is written for you will always reach you. No one can take what Allah has destined for you. And if something leaves, it means Allah is making space for something better. Our understanding is limited, but Allah's wisdom is perfect. What feels like a loss today may actually be a blessing in disguise. One day, you will look back and thank Allah for removing what you thought you couldn't live without. So, instead of focusing on what you lost, focus on what Allah is preparing for you. Have faith that He will replace your pain with peace, your loss with gain, and your tears with happiness. The best is yet to come, and Allah's plan for you is always better than your own. Trust Him. Wait patiently. And when the time is right, you will see that every loss is leading you to something greater. Life is full of unexpected goodbyes, painful losses, and moments that test our faith. But through it all, one truth remains. Allah is always with you. No matter who leaves, no matter what changes, He is your constant, your protector, and your guide. If someone turns away, let them go. Don't waste your time chasing people who were never meant to stay. Instead, trust that Allah is preparing something better for you. Every loss is a lesson, every hardship is a test, and every ending is a new beginning. What is written for you will reach you, and what is not meant for you will never stay. Allah's plan is perfect, even when we don't understand it. So instead of holding on to pain, hold on to faith. Instead of questioning why, trust that He knows best. Your journey is not over. Beautiful things are waiting for you. Just keep moving forward with trust in your heart. And remember, you are never alone. With Allah, By your side, you have everything you need. If this message touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. May Allah bless you and guide you always.